What's up, everybody? It's Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm here with my boy Mike on the Mike and Mish Show. Mission accomplished. What the fuck is up, Mike?
Boom! It's beginning to look a lot like Thursday.
Yeah. It's looking a lot like fucking Macy's in your house, according to a few people we just talked to. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's your favorite Thursday night program. We got a good show for you guys tonight. We got the crazy guy himself, Tony Loco Soto, up first, followed by Jordan Nash, young up and comer for the BKFC, making his walk for the third time into a bare knuckle arena on December 9th. And then we will end the show with the woman who stepped up on short notice to fight one of the fastest rising stars in the BKFC, Taylor Starling. Her name is Hannah Guy, and we will talk to her last. But make sure you guys are all liking and sharing the page and getting on missionaccomplished.myshopify.com and buying some of this swag, making yourself look fucking good for the holidays. With all that said, Joe Ivy, Big Ben, Susan Walker, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. And let's bring our first guest of the evening on, Tony Loco Soto.
What's good?
The Loco one.
The crazy man himself drinking that.
What do you call it?
The Joe Elmore beers.
Joe Elmore beers. All right.
The beer.
Somebody, what do they call them? Somebody called them like soda beers or something like that. What you doing drinking them soda beers?
Soders.
I love those motherfucking things, man. You could be on the beach. Yeah. You put them in a plastic cup. You walk around with some ice. Nobody knows.
Yeah,
I have some.
Yeah, you start drinking those.
Okay,
things.
I like those. Those are good too.
This is like they have like a new holiday pack. It has like apple, cranberry, cran raspberry, I think, and
nice.
Sangria, something else.
Sangria. That gives me fucking flashbacks of throwing up tuna fish.
And crazy dreams. I feel like when I drink wine, I have the craziest dreams. We used to buy like the Carlo Rossi $7.99 for like a 4-liter bottle with the one finger handle on it, you know?
God.
And then we used to call it the bum jug because we were all broke and we couldn't buy alcohol because we were underage. So we used to do the hey buddy, can you buy me a drink? And we do that till somebody said okay. You get somebody that looks like they're really drunk, and then they'll get you anything if you give them money. So we get that, and then we would drink all night, and I would have the craziest dreams, like dreams I still remember today. I remember these crazy dreams.
Bro, listen, there's nothing beating a fucking $7 gallon of potato vodka and you fighting a tree. Trust me.
Oh, man. Dude, did you have that liquor store, that one liquor store that would sell to you even if you were like a 14-year-old kid with pimples on your face, as long as there was no cops around? And then we had a place down by let's say it's in Norwich. I'm not going to say where because they might still be open and still running this hustle. So we would go in there and this is back when like we were drinking like cyanide special brews and like
shit,
Mad Dog
Steel Reserves.
Yeah, dude, like the Steel Reserves. We go in there and buy 40s of fucking private stock. And we go in there, and every once in a while, Al would be like, "You need soda today?" And I'd be like, we get in the door, and he'd be like, "Hey, hello guys, hey, you need sodas today?" And we'd like look at him, and he'd like go like this, and it'd be like some dudes walking around in the back. We'd be like, "Yep, we're here for fucking sodas today."
Soders. Here for soda.
Yeah,
my shit was old English. We get on the skateboards, get a couple old Englishes, drink until we fucking throw up, and then keep going.
That old English, it must be like a territory thing, man. Here in Connecticut, everybody was drinking the private stock, the Heffenreffer, the fucking Green Lightning. You know what I'm saying?
We had the old English. The Colt 45.
Colt 45. All right.
Colt 45. Those are for that's for the classy hoes, Hey,
so
the old English skateboarder, rugged fucking motherfuckers, bro.
Did you ever hit somebody with a 40-ounce bottle?
Crown Royale bottle.
You hit somebody with you know what? I hit somebody with a Southern Comfort bottle once, but it was the worst idea in the world.
Here come the lawsuits.
Yeah. No. Trust me.
No.
There's got to be okay. First of all, there's got to be a statute of limitation here. This happened like 24 years ago, and I thought,
we're almost. I'm almost 40 now. Yes.
I'm sure you
The only
have.
good thing about being almost 40 is the statute of limitations is now
This
run
happened
out.
when I was like 17. So, you ever at like a house party and you're down in the road and like you look around before you do something and you think, I'm going to set it off and I got enough back here to help me out. I cracked this kid and nobody jumped in at all. And I got straight up. It was like a 1-on-12 fucking brawl going on until all the real heavy hitters came running down from the house to save my ass. But everybody in the street, they could fuck off and die. I don't even know where they are nowadays. And if you're watching, you know who you are, and you could still fucking die. I don't care.
You know who you are.
You fucking
mooks.
Stunods. Hey, so let's do this. Let's talk a little bit about you and what the hell you've been up to. You were out with a hand injury for a while. You are healed up now. You are ready to get back in there. Do you have a fight? Are you allowed to talk about it? Do you have an opponent?
First things first. Talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So, but
that's right.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a hand injury from fighting that tough son of a bitch. Joshua Sykes, tough motherfucker. Good luck on his fight coming up next week. He's a good dude. I had a chance to talk to him after, but that motherfucker has a head of stone. I have hands of stone. That motherfucker has a head of stone. So, speaking of that, my hand, it was starting to heal. Started training again. Should have let it heal a little more. Kind of re-injured it during training. And when I got some x-rays, the fucking doctor basically said, you need to ease the fuck up. It's about 80% right now. It's getting better and better every day. Been doing a lot of therapy with it. I'm scheduled to be fighting in March against another 155er. He's 1-0. It's going to be a good fight. He's not a local guy, so it'll be pretty cool. It's not like they're trying to feed somebody to somebody. It's going to be an equal fucking match. It's going to be a beautiful fight. There's going to be carnage, and it's going to be good. This time I'm coming with a different volume, and I'm very excited for it.
Wait,
I am excited.
Did you say March? Is that what you said?
I said March, yeah. Trust me, I try to get on this card. I try to get on the January card.
Okay.
But, opportunities come when they come, and, it is what it is.
Yeah, not to get off the subject, but you just had mentioned the January card. That fucking main event that they announced for that's a banger, dude. Holy shit, that's a tough fight for
yeah, I do.
Caleb Harris getting in there with Let Me Bang. That's a fucking bloodbath right there.
You got somebody who's very technical and then somebody who's just brute strong and animal, which is Let Me Bang. But that motherfucker's an animal and he can eat some shots. We've seen it. He can give some shots, but Lionheart is very, very sharp. And, I think I personally would have loved to have seen Elvin and Lionheart go over again. I would love for them to run it back for the title. I think those two are the ones that should fight for the title. That's just my opinion.
It makes me. What are they waiting for to put a 165-pound title on somebody? Like, what are they waiting for? Are they waiting for Elmore to come back?
Now they're doing the tournament. Supposedly, this is the tournament.
This is the start of a tournament.
That's what it said.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't see that part.
Yeah, it is what it is. They're gonna do what they do, but I'm telling you right now, that Elvin is definitely one of the uncrowned kings of that division, and it's a fact. We all know it. We all see it. It is what it is. That's a homie of mine. He's one of the most likable guys in the BKFC, like straight up.
Yeah, Scott Farley just jumped in there in the comments. He said January 29th is the tournament. So
I start of the tourney.
We don't know.
They didn't say what the other two, because it said semifinals. So I don't know.
That made no fucking sense.
Fighters
it's like how this dude's coming off a loss. That's like me losing and be like, you made it to the finals, buddy. Like, no.
Harris is on a 2-fight winning streak. The last time he lost was to Elvin. And now who Elvin's going to fight on the other side, which I feel like he shouldn't have to fight anybody to get a title shot. He should be the guy that the people are fighting to fight.
Scott Farley says Elvin we figured that part, but is it going to be Elmore? Is Elmore coming back? And
Elmore's also coming off a loss
fight, dude. That would be a sensational fight. Oh man, I'd have to take off work and go sit there live and watch that one. That's definitely a I gotta go see the fights.
That's a crazy Final Four right there. if they're only having 4 guys in this tournament, if it's Brito, Elmore, Let Me Bang, and fucking Caleb Harris, those are 4 solid fucking guys right there.
Real talk. After my last fight, I seen Let Me Bang, bro. I seen him in the crowd, and I never met the dude. I had to go up to him. I said, bro, you are a fucking animal. I'm over here bleeding from one eye. So I'm like, you are a fucking animal. Whatever you eat in the fucking morning, I need to know what you eat. He started fucking laughing. That motherfucker's actually a lot more nicer in person than I thought. I thought he was going to be a cocksucker, but he wasn't. He's a really cool dude.
Yeah.
Really speaking of
cocksuckers, okay. Smooth transition.
I mean, fucking meat strombolis over here. Straight to the fucking dome. Okay? This Brandon Lambert kid, okay? I hate bringing the fucking guy up because it gives him more clout, okay? Facts. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's on fucking sight, bro. He could be taking a shit. I'm going to kick the fucking stall. I'm going to fucking body him in the fucking stall. Wherever I see him, there better be somebody stopping me, okay? Because if not, it's a full train. This guy, all he does is talk shit. And there's so many people that want to hurt him and they see him and they don't do nothing. I'm not that guy. I'm not that fucking guy, bro. I'm sorry.
So, Tony, let me ask you let me lay this out real quick for everybody, because I know we've said this before, but when we met Tony, we were in Alabama. It was the first time we met him, and we were introduced to him by Brandon Lambert. So originally, here they are, Go Combat Agency guys. Hey, what's up? We met a lot of people that day, but you were one of them, and we talked to you more than a few times. We got along. We thought you were cool, whatever. And here we are, still talking to you. Yeah. How did that day transition to
before I even get into how it started, basically, I got signed with GOAT, phenomenal guy. Scott's the man. So I do not know this world. I'm still new into the world. So I was coming in and I was taking it all in. I'm the type of person, they can talk shit about you, but if I don't know you, I'm going to get and assess you myself. You feel me? So I met the guy. He was half decent. I was like, oh, this guy's, he's not that bad. But it was a facade. It was fake. It was all fucking fake, dude. Because when I seen him the second time I went out there, he's over here apologizing to TikTokers, dog. I seen him. I swear to everything. He was outside. Oh, I appreciate everything you do, and I'm just doing it for just to get some viewers. And I'm like, yo, bro, that's some fake ass shit. I can't ride with that. But I was like, you know what, Tony? He signed with you. You kind of got to be keen with him. You already saved his life in Alabama. Be a nice guy, Tony. Be a nice guy. Okay.
People forget about that when the Malo melee broke out. Yeah, Tony's the one that snatched up Red Washington.
I feel like calling Redmond and be like, yo, bro, my bad, bro. You did a favor for the world. My bad, bro. I owe you dinner, lunch, and maybe a fucking dessert if you act right. I feel like that. but so this is the story. So after my fight, I went with an ex-manager. We went out to the Hard Rock place, whatever. We were eating, and there was some things happened where, motherfucker was. I'm not gonna put the whole story out there as far as with him, but he embarrassed me in a way where it was like, bro, I got fucking money. First of all, I don't fight for money. I got money. Okay, for people to know, I got money. I'm not doing this to put money in my pocket. I'm doing this because it's a passion of mine. Okay, but if you're telling me you're gonna take care of me and you're gonna get me and you got me, okay, good. Let's have a good time. But then when I'm a classy hoe. When I'm drinking fucking top shelf shit, because I drink top shelf shit, and I'll be like, ooh. So
I'm like that too. I'm a bit bougie.
Exactly, bro. When you drink something, you want to enjoy yourself. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Okay. So after that, we got into it, whatever. I was about to beat some old man up at the fucking bar. He kept fucking touching me in the arm. I was like, I gotta go. So this guy, nowhere to be found again. So I went outside. I called Lambert. I call him. Say, hey, bro, do me a favor. We're about 1.5 miles away from the place. All right? I say, hey, Lambert, do me a favor, bro. I'm over here stuck with the wife. If you don't mind coming over here and just scooping me up real quick. He told me prior to that. He said, bro, I got you. Don't worry. He brought me to the song. He said, I'm going to be a ride because you hooked me up in fucking Alabama that time you were driving us around. I was like, all right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, I can't come and get you, bro. I'm sitting in the hot tub right now. I was like, what? I was like, bro, I'm stuck over here with my wife, bro. Oh, I'm in the hot tub. I don't know. I can't help you. All right, no doubt. So I call the Uber. The Uber won't let us in because we didn't have a mask. Okay. So I walked 1.5 miles after my fight in fucking West Bubblefuck in the middle of the fucking road with my wife to get back to the hotel.
With the cut under the eye and all
that.
Yeah.
I look like an abused child. So after we make it back to the hotel, this motherfucker's getting in his car to head to the hotel. I mean, back to the Hard Rock. So I'm infumed. I'm like, whatever. I'm not even mad about him at that moment. I'm more mad at the other situation. So shit happens. Okay. So my wife is a good judge of character. So she said, yo, you can't fuck with that dude. He's fake as fuck. I'm like, I know. I seen what he did earlier. It is what it is. I'll leave it be. Months pass by. I don't talk to him. I put out a post looking for CBD sponsors.
Yeah.
Bunch of CBD sponsors messaging me. Yo, what's up? So I was like, do me, I'm not the type of person. You give me something, I'm not going to just put it out there if I don't like it, if I don't use it. I keep it real. So a bunch of them sent me some shit, and I liked a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Turpal sent me a dope package, right? I was like, oh, this is what's up. So I took some of the stuff, I posted up, hey, thank you. This cocksucking greenhead motherfucking lizard licking dick sucker, he goes over here and he blocks me. I'm like, I go to message him. This motherfucker blocked me. I'm like, you that sour? You a little bitch. And then I found out, oh, he was upset that you posted. I'm like, bro, we grown ass men, bro. He got my phone number. You could message me, dog. Like, yo, bro, that was fucked up. I was like, oh, I'd have been like, you know what? It is what it is, though, dog. We gonna make it another day. You be all right. All right, cool. Then next thing you know, this motherfucker's talking shit about me. So I'm like, yo, he knows, we know, you see me in action in the movie. Like, I don't play that shit, bro. So it's been from there. He's been popping shit. I ordered a rug with him on it. You're going to wipe my fucking feet when I come in my house every day on his fucking picture. And next thing I'm making t-shirts probably of him. It is what it is. This is where we're at from that. It's petty, but at the end of the day, it's like, yo, bro, we could have talked like grown men, but he's not mentally there. He's fucking everywhere, bro. If you look at him in his interview, he's eating his fingers. He's fucking looking 20 different directions. I know, I'm over here rambling. Leave me alone.
No, it's great.
No, we're listening to you. This is the story.
I was trying to play back
it gives us the meat and potatoes of what's going on right now.
I can't but I'm
gonna be as real with you guys.
Green-haired, lizard-licking cocksucker. What was it?
Lizard, I don't remember. Lizard-licking cocksucking motherfucker. I don't fucking know. Listen.
So what happened today?
When it comes from the heart, it's true. So, but real talk. I love this sport, love the people in it. I really do hate a lot of the people, and pardon me, hate is strong. I have no hate in my heart. I dislike a lot of the people that are in this community because what they want to do is just create drama and people, like I said earlier in our thing, people who support Brandon Lambert support abortions. Those are the same type of people. For real. I'm sorry. I'm going to put it out there. If you don't like it, I'll be in fucking Tampa next week. You fucking message me. You want to step out? I don't give a fuck, bro. Who you support Brandon Lambert, you're not a good person. Okay, you can do business with the guy. Okay, that's fine. But I do not support that guy. He is not a good dude. He's fake. You can't name a company Fighter's Friend when you're not a fighter's friend. That is a fucking fact. I hope people see this and they understand it. Because a fighter's friend would be a person that is a fighter's friend. He reaches out to fighters. He respects fighters. Not a cocksucking motherfucker, lizard licker, green son of a bitch.
You should put that on a t-shirt.
So today there was the BKFC podcast happened, and there was some going back and forths in the comments because I missed this whole thing.
Yeah, no. So during the Mike Perry interview today.
Pill popping Perry. What's up?
Okay, we're gonna get into that in a second, but something was going on in the comments, and I've noticed, and it said the bastard of bare knuckle. He said something, and then you said on site, and he said you. What the fuck? Wait, you guys were going back and forth.
And I'll say it again, like I said in that shit. He said he can KO me. If Brandon can knock me out, I'll get Mallow tattooed on my fucking.
Oh, that's what he said. Here. He said he could get rid of you in inside four rounds. 4 rounds, and you said I'll knock you the fuck out in half a round.
Half a round, 30 seconds, bro. With a slap.
Why don't they just...
I'm telling you, this kid, he doesn't train. He does this. I sat in the car with him. He forgets. He was telling us, oh, I'm only doing this, because I'm trying to get famous. And he's not doing this to fight, bro. I sat in the car with the dude. He talked to me. I'm like, yo, bro, you got a 3-fight contract? Yeah, but I'm not even gonna fight any of those. And then I found out the contract was fake anyway. Come on, bro. This is all fucking. It's all a setup and publicity for the dude to fucking try to use some platform for what I don't know, because he's so many fucking places. First he's doing this, then he's doing that. It's all fake, bro. It's fake. And people, like I said, who support this dude are just as fake as that dude. Because you should know this motherfucker is fake. Support real fucking fighters and people who are in it for the real shit. Like, you know, Arnold Adams and fucking Elvin and Christine Ferreira and Taylor Starling. Real fighters, bro. People who are actually to stop giving this dude attention. He deserves no attention. Like this dude who's coming up after me. These motherfuckers in the podcast from BKFC didn't even know who he was. He's 2-0. Respect on that motherfucker's name, bro. Yeah. You're like, oh, has he fought? Yeah, put respect on his name. Instead, you motherfuckers know who Mallow is, but you should know who that guy is. Facts.
Right. He's going in there for his third bare knuckle fight.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Put respect on real fighters' names.
Let's talk about another fighter real quick. You talked about I think you called him Pill Poppin' Perry, which that's a new name.
Pill Poppin' Adam. That motherfucker, listen.
All right. So, what did you think about this interview today with them? I thought it was a good interview. I thought
it was one of his better ones.
That I actually said to Mike, that I thought this was Mike Perry's best interview he's ever given. He was the most clear speaking. He fucking didn't seem like he was fucked up at all. I was impressed, and he was very open about his past and his dad and his kid and all that shit. So, and then his call out of Ricci like shocked everybody.
Awesome. Yeah, that was awesome. And the motherfucker's working on his car.
Well, that's
crazy. I didn't know about that.
Well, me personally, he you know, I talk my shit, whatever, you know, it is what it is, but you know, he seems to be a good father, man. I respect that shit. And he was there and he said when the dude asked him, Soto, whatever his fucking name is, when he asked him, he says, you know, do you want your son to fight? And he says, I don't know. It's up to him. That's his choice. I respect that shit because nine times out of 10, yeah, my son's going to do this. Nah, he was like, you know what? I'm going to leave it in his hands. And you got to respect something like that because it's more meaningful as a father. And it's like, you know what? I'm not going to force my child. I'm going to let my child do what he decides, create his own path. We respect that shit. That's real. That's real. And, you know, the things when he was expressing and coming from the heart, I was like, you know what? As you can see in my comments, I was like, you know what? I respect that, bro. You're like, yeah, that's what's up. You know, he was more, how you can say, he was more, I don't know how to, he was more coming from the heart. So it was more relatable.
He seemed realer than he's ever been. And a lot of the times when he's real hyped up and he's doing dumb shit and saying dumb shit, he seems like he's almost putting on a little shtick, like a little act. But today it looked like he shut all that shit off, and he fucking, when they asked him about going to jail, he talked about being in jail and what he did in jail and blah blah blah, and like teaching jujitsu to fucking gang members in jail so they can defend themselves when they get out. And then when they said, you want to call somebody out, they figured he was going to call somebody known out. He was like, I mean, Francisco Ricci is known, but only
he's known in the BKFC
in our community world. And he was like, yeah, Ricci fucked my car up because he has a garage and the motherfucker owes me money because the car's in worse shape as it when it went in, when it came out, and he's like, I want to fuck this dude up. I want to get paid to beat him up. I want to take his money and I want to take his life. I was like, whoa.
You got to put in the contract, fucking, after I fuck you up, you still got to fix my car.
Yeah, they roll it in there.
Roll it in there.
Yeah, man.
Well, yeah, man, I thought that was a really good interview. As far as them interviewing him and then Tyler Goodjohn, I was like, you know, I feel like they're not promoting this next card as much as they should instead of this other stuff. I felt like they should have had some of the fighters from this card coming up on it. And, you know,
I thought it was odd that they had Goodjohn. Like, why did they do that? Why did they book? Did they book him because they look alike? That was the whole thing.
Dude, I have no clue. Honestly, after I watched Perry, I was like, click. You know, like, no disrespect to Goodjohn. You know, I respect the dude. He's a warrior. He's a good fighter. I watched the documentary. I actually sat and watched his whole entire documentary, which actually made me gain a little more respect for the dude. But yeah, I think he had no place there today. I think he has, as of right now, this moment with the momentum going with all these new fighters and these new big signings and all that, he had no momentum and no relevancy to be on there.
Yeah.
So that's just my opinion, but you know, BKFC is gonna do what they do, and I support them, whatever. But at the end of the day, we're here to put on a show, and so is BKFC, and this is what it is. And I just can't wait to get back in there and really unleash what I wasn't able to the last time. That tough son of a bitch, Joshua Sykes. Whoever he fights next week, God bless.
Stripling, Mike Stripling.
Stripling, yeah. So, hey.
Mike Strickland.
Stripling.
Stripling, right?
Stripling?
It's L-I-N-G. Stripling.
Oh, Stripling.
Oh, that's how he's fighting?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I have Mike Stripling. Where is it?
Should be a banger, man.
Right
Should be
here.
a banger. Oh yeah. Should be a banger.
He's got a fucking phenomenal beard going.
He's
he does.
Stripling's a GOAT combat guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. He is.
Yeah.
He's your brethren.
Respect.
You didn't know that? Jesus.
Respect. But I always go off. You fight somebody, you know them.
Yeah.
You fight somebody, you know them. It's one of those moments where you guys have that a lot of people won't ever understand unless they've been in there. And me and Josh had our moment, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't hit fucking soft. I hit hard. This motherfucker was eating him and walking forward. So, I have nothing but respect for him, and I want to see nothing but good things for that guy.
Yeah, I believe our next guest, Jordan Nash, trains with. I don't know if they train together, but they're in the same camp.
They're teammates. Yep.
Yeah, they are teammates. That's right.
I've seen them in pictures together with Lorenzo and.
Yep. But yeah, man.
Hey, Tony, are you familiar?
I like the things you do. Go ahead,
Tony. You fucking mook. You know what a goddamn Stunod is? Of course you do, right?
Fucking Stunod. You hear this guy over here? I'm gonna give you so many rights. You're gonna be begging for a fucking left.
What is he talking? Tony, what is he talking about? Do you know it's Stunod? I mean, come on.
What are you gonna
guy.
do? Okay. What are you gonna do?
So
what
Tony,
are you talking about?
Tony,
what are you talking about?
Thursday nights on the Mike and Mish show, we got a new segment called Stunod of the Week, where we nominate 4 of the biggest fucking idiot Stunods in the world.
I got
and then
it.
we name. I got it.
You know who's the biggest fucking Stunod of the week?
Who's a Stunod?
Cam fucking Newton. He's a fucking Stunod.
Oh,
why? Whoa, okay. Why is Cam Newton a Stunod?
He
fucking better
threw,
now than he did last year for us. Shit.
He threw fucking 2 for fucking 20 something the other day, and I put money on that fucking game. That cocksucker lost me money.
All right. So here's what we got right here. Stunod of the week. Those bottom 4 right there, Tone. We got Alec Baldwin. I didn't pull the trigger. We got John. We got John Jones. Fuck Mike Wigglejohn. I'm gonna throw up 37 fucking tweets demolishing my former coach. And then I'm going to delete all them tweets because I'm John Jones.
What is that? Why
because I'm John Jones, and that's what I do. I delete tweets after I fucking tweet them. And then we got LeBron James, Mr. fucking hacking a dude in the eye, busting it open, causing a fight, grabbing his balls, taunting the crowd, catching COVID, getting suspended. Fuck him too. And then last but not least, Mike, who do we got there in that corner? Can you tell us who this fine gentleman in the bottom left?
Is that Jesus?
No, man. No. That's Detroit Dust. This dude,
come on now.
Defensive urban training or something, or Detroit urban something training bullshit. Mike. You got to look this guy up. Look up Detroit.
I've seen his videos.
You've seen his videos?
Do you have a video?
He's the tan Steven Seagal.
Dude, this guy is something else. And I'm going to tell you what.
Me personally, I've been keeping up with the fucking LeBron James shit. He's a fucking Stunod right there.
He is a Stunod. Well, let's take a look at this guy. I tried to put this together real quick before we got on here, so hopefully it's
this dude. This guy is a trip, man, for sure.
Oh yeah, he's a dope.
He puts his finger in the triggers and shit.
Look at this. Look at this. Ready? Whoa! Look at this. Look at this move right here. Ready?
That's how we do it.
Detroit urban survival training. What you what to do if you're surrounded by a group of men, they attack you. So if they come at you, what you don't want to do is try to stay in the middle, like you're martial arts karate movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Moving in a circle, trying to block, trying to hit. That's not going to work. So if they try to grab and then try to attack you, and you try to back up, this is what's going to happen. As you try to back up, you're going to get swarmed, and you're still going to be dominated.
That's how you do it.
What you should do
when they're coming at you like
this.
that, you got to do the flailing arms.
Look at this. Ready? Here we go. Look at the guy at the end. Ready?
As you can see, you move in a circle around the crowd. You're able to attack each attacker.
Come on now,
bro. If that's not legit, I don't know what is.
So
that's as legit as Brandon Lambert striking.
Oh, Tony, tell me when you were going through training for to be a CEO, was this guy part of your training? Is this the kind of stuff you learned?
Real talk. It's pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually
It's pretty similar. They go when somebody comes at you with a knife like this, you stop and block it, and then you do like a twirl, like you make them twirl like they're Selena. Like what the fuck?
Easy.
I'm
and
like, I'm gonna do this.
They'll go. You go with it. Go with it. That's what you have to tell them so they go, because when you try to move them, they're not gonna.
I'm gonna do a spin when you stab me. Just stand right there. Ready? Okay. No, fuck it.
We had a guy at our unit that was a security guard, right? And he fucking thought he was like I think he was some like 5th degree black belt and some shit. But the thing is like a lot of this shit does not pour over to the real world. And he went up to a buddy of ours, right? Kyle, you were there?
Yeah.
And he tried to get him to do some crazy shit to him. So he was like, throw a punch at me. And he was going to try to like grab his arm and throw him on the ground. Right. So Montez throws a punch and this dude catches it and then tries to like pull him. Right. And he goes, no.
Montez is a big boy, so
yeah.
Montez throws his punch at him. He catches his arm and he goes to like throw him, and Montez just like tosses him. He goes, "No, don't do it like that. I want to show you something." And he's like, "Nah, bro, I ain't letting you throw me like that." He's like, "Come on."
That's funny, dude. All right, so when
hilarious.
we were doing in guard and out guard and shit, it making us doing this weird shit with our knees, and you gotta hold them back, and you're supposed to say this. This is pretty funny. I'm gonna demonstrate real quick. Oh, this is hilarious.
Yeah, I like that. Right.
So you got to get on your back, all right? You gotta do this. Back, and then you pull them in, and you're supposed to hold them till dear life. I said, what? And then wait, I'm gonna show you patterns of movement. This is like real shit right here. Look, this is what they teach us. Ready? You get in a defensive stance. Back, forward shuffle. Back, rear shuffle. Back, support side step. Back, strong side step. Back. And you're supposed to repeat that shit. Bro, that's real.
Yo, Tony, dude, you should start your own fucking Instagram page like that dude does and just make these videos, because you'd have 150,000 views. Yeah, man. All right, bro. So hey, let's name a student out of the week. Who is it? Of our 4 guests, we got Detroit urban guy there. You got I didn't pull the trigger, the gun went off on its own. Alec Baldwin. John Jones, tweet, delete tweet, and LeBron James, absolute douchebag. Who I
gotta go with the fucking douchebag, FIFA fofo, douchebag, fucking LeBron James.
Fucking Stunod of the week.
Hey,
there
it is.
That other guy
there
from Detroit, he's onto something. I think
he's
you guys
a
are
Stunod
just
of the year,
sleeping
bro.
on it.
He's all right.
It's like Macho Man said, it happened so fast you didn't even see it.
Yeah. He's a dude. He's been a dirty player for years. He does his dumb
Cream
shit.
of the crowd.
He's supposed to be this clean cut fucking guy, but he does it. He flops. He fucking chops. He's a dickhead. Anyways,
I can't wait for this shit to come back, baby.
Oh, you're throwing it out?
Yeah, I'm throwing it out to be the what's that old football player, Polamalu?
Yeah, Troy Polamalu. And then you can get a head and shoulders.
My hair back. Like my hair used to be like that, bro.
You can get a Head and Shoulders sponsor.
Yeah,
but anyways, Tony.
I got a 4K HD TV going on right here.
All right, man. Well, we love having you on all the time. Stunod of the week was great with you. Say a few last things, and then we'll let you get up out of here so we can talk to.
I want to watch some fucking football. You fucking mooks. Listen, first and foremost, good luck to everybody fighting next week. I know everybody's been training hard. It's a hell of a card. I have number of respect for everybody who steps in there, who actually trains and actually goes there to put on a show. That's pretty much it. Big shout out to my teammate, and I will be cornering next week. Truckin' Carson, he's going out there. I'm bringing a couple plates and some silverware because we're going to be eating some black rhino next week. So for those who don't know, this is going to be a hell of a fight. Don't sleep on my man right there, because he's one of the most fucking talented dudes I know, and I promise you, this is going to be a slugfest. But I'm bringing my plates and silverware, so we're going to eat some black rhino. I haven't had it in a long time, so I figured it'd be good, throw it on a grill. But thank you for having me, guys. It's always a pleasure. You guys are one of my favorite mooks. And remember, it's not talking shit. It's called stating facts.
There you go. Thank you, Tony Soto. We'll talk to you soon.
Love you guys. Peace.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right. That's our guy, man. Tony Soto. He never fucking pulls punches when he's talking, man. For real. He just says whatever the fuck he wants. He's got a lot of catchy lines, man, that dude's money.
Yes.
But we got another fighter that's going to be on that December 9th card. He will be fighting Noah Cutter. He is 2-0 in bare knuckle, 1-0 in BKFC, 1-0 on the Total Line series. Kid's I believe he's 24 years old. He's a young fucking killer on his way up. Smith Brothers Combat Sports guy. Training partner Josh Sykes. He was getting yelled at by Lorenzo Hunt. The fucking champ was in his face, yelling at him in between rounds last fight. Kid showed up and did his thing, and he's going to do it again on December 9th. Let's bring him in here. Jordan Nash. What up?
How y'all doing?
What's up?
Not a whole lot. Just chilling.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. Thank you for coming on. We know you must be a good dude because you are coming from the Smith Brothers Combat Sports, and we get nothing but awesome guys from there. So thank you for coming on. Thank you to Kevin Smith for bringing you on. How are you doing, sir?
Pretty good. It's been I had a good training session this morning. I've just been waiting on this for the past hour or so.
Yeah. Are you telling us that we went too long with Tony?
Oh no, that was actually pretty funny. He's a funny dude if you actually watch him and listen to him. I never heard him speak a whole lot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We became good friends with Tony, and I told him, I'm like, I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. I'm pretty sure you're the only Puerto Rican I've ever met in my life with an Italian accent.
Is that like legal or like?
Yeah. He's like, oh, this fucking cocksucker over here.
Hey. Wait.
I love that dude.
Funny.
Yeah.
It ain't talking shit. It's stating facts.
It's stating facts.
Oh.
I bought a mat with his face on it so I could wipe my fucking feet on his face every time I come in the house. Yeah, I love that dude.
Is him and Lambert getting set up, or is that just talk so far?
I don't know, man.
That'd be funny. I'd watch that. I think that'd be a fun fight.
I'll definitely be watching that.
I don't know how competitive it would be, but I will.
Yeah, I think if Lambert got squirmy, it would be a fun few exchanges.
Squirmy. If you got squirmy, that's funny.
Yeah.
All right, so Jordan Nash, 24 years old, 2-0 in bare knuckle. Where you from? Tell us a little bit about your background and like how you got into combat sports and eventually made it into bare knuckle.
I'm from Lake City, Florida. It butts up to Georgia, so it's right up in North Florida. And if you knew me and you knew my story, it only makes sense. You know what I mean? I was either going to end up, in trouble or in fighting. You know what I mean? I've always loved expressing myself however I want. You know what I mean? I'm able to do that as a fighter. You know what I mean? I'm able to speak. I'm able to live my life how I want to. You know what I mean? I don't have, I do this full time. I don't have a job that's taken away from my life and draining. You know what I mean? So things like that. It's pretty exciting. I've always liked the opportunities that fighting brings and stuff. Staying in shape, good sleep schedule, good diet, things like that just help you out in life,
Hell yeah. So where do you train? What gym? What's your home gym?
Right now my main gym is in Jacksonville, the boxing yard with Lorenzo. Oh, and I train locally at a weightlifting gym that has like a good solid little room with bags up, and that's where me and Joshua Sykes get a lot of our sessions in. You and Josh Sykes known each other for a long time, or did you guys get hooked up together by Kevin? Interesting story. Very contrasting type of people. Like, I would never like a person like him, and he would never like a person like me. But we beat the fuck out of each other for 6 years, so we have no choice. Because, like, what are we gonna do? Fight? Like, okay, I'll see you Monday. So, what do you mean by like him and like you? I was going to ask the same thing. What about your personality would he never like, and what about him would you never like? And how the hell do you guys mesh together? We come from two towns that are like huge rivals, and a little bit more of a street town, and ours is a little bit more like traditionally country. You know what I mean? So like our ideals don't mix, our extracurriculars don't mix, like what we do for fun, things like that. You know what I mean? Our hangout spots and things like that. So the first time we saw each other in the gym, we both recognized that like one of us should be looking away, but neither one of us did. And we were like, all right. So like, we were like, when we see each other, like when we spar, we're going to figure this shit out. You know what I mean? It was kind of unspoken. So it's a funny story. So me and him, get on MMA gloves. We're about to go at it. First time we ever do anything together. Both of us are fresh to training. I think he was 24 and I was fresh out of high school. I was like 18. And we go out, both throw a leg kick, land shin to shin, and it should have dropped us. I mean, it was a devastating shin to shin. We weren't really conditioned for it or nothing. And the rest of the round, we just circled each other. You know what I mean? Like, whoever could keep circling the longest is going to win. And after that, it was just a huge level of competition. And it's funny that Tony Soto says that Joshua Sykes can take a hit, because I've been trying to knock him out for 6 fucking years with every punch I throw.
It's like hitting a stone wall.
Yeah, we're conditioned. We go at it.
Soto, Tony Soto just said that he's got a hard ass head of stone. He's like, if I have hands of stone, he has a head of stone. Because man, I hit that guy, my hands are hurting.
Yeah,
he busts his hands.
Intense training together, so we're kind of conditioned to being in the pocket, and that's a good transition for bare knuckle, because we're comfortable being hit. Who we are after we get hit doesn't change. You know, I'm still a fighter when I get hit. I'm not looking for a way out or nothing like that. So things like that really, you know, I mean, really shine in us.
Mike, you know what I just heard him say? He said that they started hitting each other and then they started circling on the outside. You know what that makes me think of?
Michael Jackson?
No, Detroit dust-up guy. The Detroit.
Yes. Yeah, you got to circle around.
Detroit urban survival training. Circle around.
Yeah, I seen the clip of that. It's pretty effective when both of y'all's shins feel like they're like Conor McGregor and Anderson Silva's.
Dude, there's nothing worse than getting hit in the fucking shin, though. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, people ask me like, oh, what's the worst part? I will change my opinion because I got stitches in my ear from my last fight. I will say that was one of the how I describe it is like, well, you know, when you get into a fight, you feel, you know what I mean? You feel yourself. But when you get hit with like something like that, it makes you feel human again. You know what I mean? Like in the ear, shin, kind of like the body, you know what I mean? Small things like that. But definitely the shin. That's one of those things that'll make you just want to be back home. Chilling.
So your last fight, you went the full 5 rounds. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
You got a full 10 minutes in there, as opposed to your total line, which didn't go the distance. How did you like going the full 5, man? I mean,
it was very amazing. I know in our contract it says we're subject to like a 6th round. I believe Julian Lane and like Bostwick did. So I was actually anticipating that because Lorenzo told me I had another round, which I knew it was the 5th, but I thought he might have been confused and it might have just been the sudden death round. So I was prepared to go for another one. So, I mean, I liked my cardio in that fight. You know what I mean? It's definitely improved, but I liked how hard I could push myself and still want to keep going in a 6th round. You know what I mean? Not looking for a way out even then.
Right. Is this fight at 165?
Yes,
165. And then we just talked about they're going to have the 165-pound tournament coming up.
Right.
Yeah, I seen that.
Not trying to fast track you into anything, but I'm saying like you are young, you're 24, you win this one, you go to 3-0, and then like, you know what I mean? You get to see how this thing plays out.
I'm definitely interested in seeing how it plays out.
Yeah, they finally crown a title. I don't know why they've been waiting so long to put a title on somebody at that weight class. They
was waiting for me, man.
They
was waiting for me. They knew I was coming.
Yeah, so gotta be
right there knocking.
Gotta be excited about that. This will be the 2nd time you fought in the last. You fought in July, right? So
yes, I fought in July.
So 2nd time in 4 months. Trying to stay as active as possible.
Yeah. I normally tend to stay pretty active. Normally, 3 to 4 fights a year to me isn't much. You know what I mean? That's bare minimum. So yeah.
Well, you're training under a guy who is the most
non-stop.
Active. He's Lorenzo Hunt is the most active guy on that roster. He's constantly fighting. He's constantly training.
Yes, and he is much like that in person. In training, he is definitely nonstop, and he'll push you, especially if you're willing to push yourself and you accept everything and you really buy into it. He'll really help you. You know what I mean? Take yourself to new links and stuff, and just the grind, man. Just the grind. We've been hitting like half-mile sprints, me and him racing each other. You know what I mean? And then get done and then do the session. Like then do an hour-long, you know what I mean, training session after that.
So you would say awesome. That you're in tip-top condition heading into this December 9th fight.
For sure. I definitely feel my body starting to peak and starting to desire those hard sessions like that and be looking forward to them in the past few months. So that's definitely a good sign.
Thoughts on Noah Cutter?
I think I will say he's like a solid built guy, you know what I mean? And in bare knuckle, that goes a little bit unto itself, you know what I mean? Being 6'1", a little bit athletically built. He's capable of hitting hard. With that said, I feel his movement is kind of awkward. And I feel like if I make a move to adjust, it's going to take him 2 or 3 moves to adjust and settle in and find his power. And I'm not going to give him that time. So I don't think he's going to be able to have well thought out and timed shots. It seems like he puts a lot of thought and effort into every single punch he throws. And I think I'm going to be too active, too in out, too aggressive. You know what I mean? I think he's going to cover up a lot, feints. I think he will overreact to feints fairly easy. And I think it would be easy to like psychologically to make him throw a punch when there's really not a reason to, or to make him do something or things like that. I think it'd be a pretty easy fight for me. And you know, if I fall short or if my performance isn't as good as it needs to be, or if he charges forward, I'm always down to go to war. Is what I'm saying. But I try to look for the technical route.
Now, I think Mike will agree with me, and you'll probably agree. This is one of those sports where, it's nice to be a big built, strong guy, but in bare knuckle, I believe that timing and precision is more important than power. And I think that was proven by your coach, Lorenzo Hunt, against Hector Lombard. Hector Lombard is just a big powerhouse, little stout dude who throws bombs, but he really isn't the most technical fighter in the world.
Yes, and Lorenzo, they have to respect your punches. Like if you watched Noah Cutter versus Francesco Ricci, that was his first fight, and he looked like he took more of a boxing approach, more of like a stick and move. So he would land 2 or 3 shots, which was getting cuts. You know what I mean? Obviously doing what they were supposed to do. But Noah Cutter would just eat them and just walk through it and land a huge shot. That's what you don't want, is a guy to get reckless and eat your light shots. You know what I mean? When you're trying to utilize your technique.
Right. Our boy, ultimate king of power, earlier says Cutter technically punched a hole in Richie's throat and almost killed him.
But he lost that fight.
Yeah, he lost in the 3rd round. Said he that's one thing that stuck out to me. He said that he wanted to cut to 65 because he had like a little bit of cardio issues. And you're talking about cardio issues in a fight that only went to the 3rd round. And
2-minute rounds.
On my worst day, I was wanting a 6th round. You know what I mean? So that's why I have a lot of faith in my ability and my cardio. You know what I mean? I think
now you have an MMA background, right?
Yeah, and kickboxing as well. I'm a jiu-jitsu purple belt. I do a lot of things, but
so you're used to rolling and you're used to going 5-minute rounds or 3-minute rounds. How did you like did you feel like you needed to like change the way you approach things drastically for the 2-minute round, because it is a shorter amount of time and you have to get more work in a shorter amount of time?
Yeah. I'm naturally a fast-paced fighter. You know what I mean? I naturally am walking forward, pushing the pace. So for me, it's almost beneficial because I'm not going to wear myself out with 2 minutes and 1 minute. I'm too athletic. I do too much training to be exhausted from that. So I'm able to do as much as I need to in rounds to win rounds. You know what I mean? Whatever I need. Which in my last fight, putting a little bit of extra effort into some of those exchanges really tipped things in my favor, I felt. So things like that, you know what I mean? Winning rounds, winning exchanges, they just add up each time, you know? Things like that.
You still actively train in jiu-jitsu like regularly?
Yeah, pretty not as much now, but I am looking into the next few months to continue and incorporate everything into my schedule.
Would you say that staying up on your jiu-jitsu gives you like an advantage in cardio to like someone who doesn't train jujitsu? Because when I was doing jujitsu, I think that the cardio on the fucking mat as a wrestler and someone who did jujitsu, that cardio is like some of the hardest fucking cardio that you'll ever do. If you do back to back, if you do 5 straight 5-minute rounds, like a free roll and five, you do 25 straight minutes. Like that's some of the hardest cardio you'll ever do. So standing on your feet and throwing punches.
Yeah, absolutely. I think jujitsu helps directly to like the clinch grappling. Because like if you notice, especially in like amateur fights, like they'll wrap up and as soon as they separate, they take like a long, deep breath because they just held on, they just squeezed. And then once those muscles are tired, it's hard for them to go back to throwing punches. So if I just kind of wear on somebody in the first round that's been just working boxing, that could definitely, change the outcome of a fight. Kind of like how Caveman did Julian Lane. You know what I mean? Head in, mushing him into the cage.
Yep.
Real aggressive. You know what I mean? Like that type of thing is draining, grueling. That's the MMA style. And that's how it's beneficial, I believe.
It's crazy. Like every martial art really, like you just proved it. Like you have to be a mixed martial artist to succeed in one form of martial arts. Like you can't just be a fucking kickboxer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then go in
there's so much knowledge about how the human body works. Like I've learned so much anatomy in every single sport that I can just add in certain things. You know what I mean? There's certain like wrestling entrances that I'm actually looking to use in a bare knuckle. In my last fight, I even got a collar tie and wrist control. You know what I mean? Or like a duck under in wrestling. So if someone throws a hook, I can duck under the same way I would for a takedown. But really, I just went from a clinch to being on someone's side. And naturally, if I do that, they're going to turn into me, which creates my shot. You know what I mean? Little things like that is very, very simple but easy to translate through to bare knuckle.
So we have a question here for you. Are you still going to do MMA or are you just going to do bare knuckle?
Yes,
bare knuckle, try to make a run for that title after they do this.
Yeah, I'm interested in obviously the run for the title. I mean, I'd be stupid not to. Why would I, come here if I'm not looking for being on top? And I plan on going back to MMA. I actually plan on doing a few shows at a Combat Night in Jacksonville. I had a belt there as an amateur. I did my pro fights there. They're pretty easy to work with. And then after that, I was thinking, come to think of it, Thailand. I wouldn't mind going to Thailand, doing bare knuckle there, and then training, doing Muay Thai. I wouldn't have
doing
some Muay Thai fights.
Doing some Lethway and headbutting some people.
Yes.
Or
I talked to the BKFC commentator. We did an interview, and I spoke to him about Lethway. Apparently, that country's having like a democracy overthrow, and it's kind of like I don't even know if Lethway is on the table right now. I kind of got to figure that out.
Really?
Talking about that some, yeah.
I was just looking at your MMA record. Your MMA record, I could tell you right now, you haven't lost in bare knuckle, and you don't lose very much in anything, right?
Oh yeah, I've never been finished with strikes. I got finished one time in a guillotine, like a standing guillotine. I was like 18 years old. It was a long time ago. That was like my only time ever being finished. I get after it. I don't come up losing too much.
It's nice. Mike, what were you gonna say? Knuckle Kingdom?
I was gonna say you could do some crazy shit. Like you could fight a heavyweight with two other fucking a super heavyweight. You and two other guys beat the fuck out of a super heavyweight or something. Or you could get tied to another. Or you could get tied to somebody else.
Some things they have like of course Masvidal's bare knuckle organization. I would be interested in doing that. Yeah. But I think it would be turned into like bare knuckle wrestling very quickly. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think someone's going to go in there and, I already have problems with people trying to wrestle me.
Oh, yeah.
Which I was a wrestler in high school, so I'm able to handle it. I'm aggressive from my back. My last fight, MMA fight, I lost by decision, but if you go back and you see that guy's face, I was on the bottom slamming elbows. I cut him to pieces, and I had no damage on me whatsoever.
That sucks when you lose a decision like that.
Oh yeah,
man.
like that.
The other person's battered
up on the feet. Yeah.
You take a guy like Nate Diaz, who I got on the wall right here. He Nate was always saying, man, like, okay, if we're in a 3-round fight, and he point beat me in the first 2 rounds, but I mashed his fucking face up in the third, and he can't even barely move. And he's bleeding from every inch of his face. And all he did was wrestle fuck me for the first 2 rounds. I should have won the fight. Yeah. So like that, he was always Nate was always saying that, man. Look at the overall damage of the fight, like old pride rules. You know what I mean?
Which I agree, like top control, that matters. But if you're getting beat while you're on top of somebody, that's where I draw the line. I start throwing flags at that shit.
Yeah. You remember, dude, one of the best fighting from the bottom victories, Chris Lieben back in the day. Do you remember Lieben was on his back? I can't remember who he was fighting. It was like a Japanese fighter or a Korean fighter who had him on. He was mounted on top of him, but he kept pulling dude's head down, and he would punch him across and then follow through and come back with the elbow.
I remember seeing that when I was young.
Lieben fucked him up from the bottom. That was one of the best goddamn comebacks you ever seen in your life. It was fucking awesome.
What about Kevin Holland knocking out Jacare from
from
his ass? Like, I guess he wasn't laying down, but he was like, whang.
The hammer fists.
He said, "I had a dream about this."
I can't remember his name, but he had it's a juju plata is what it's called. But basically, you have like this leg wrapped over their head. And he reached up and pinned a dude down and hammer fisted him out like that too. Like, I thought that stuff's crazy.
You gotta love when that shit happens, man.
Oh yeah.
Hey, awesome talking with you tonight.
And we got a second live demo right there. You see?
Yeah, I know this is the second demo in the same episode. This is fantastic. Let me throw your socials at the bottom. Everybody, go ahead and follow him, Nash_155, and Facebook, Jordan Nash. Yeah, man, we like to do a thing on this show. We like to get to know the personality of the fighter, which you have shown that you have a ton of personality. So we don't really have to dig too much deeper, but we got 5 questions for you to unlock the quick wit of you, Mr. Jordan Nash. All right. Speed round with Jordan Nash. Here we go. Number 1. What is one present that you always wanted, but your parents never would get for you? Being that it's Christmas time.
A present I always wanted that they would
never fucking got, or Santa Claus never brought that shit for you.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Christmas was kind of simple for us, so it's kind of hard to say.
Why didn't you get me that Glock?
I will say one thing that triggers me is my mom did not let me get into MMA and training sooner. I'll say that. I want to say
that's a good answer.
The only thing that comes to mind that just me and my mother got to talk about that one day.
There you go. Number 2, Mike.
If you had to live in a Christmas movie, which one would it be?
A Christmas movie.
You had to be in that movie. You got to live that.
Got to live in it.
Just live it. Bad Santa. I would go out. I would go out with Bad Santa.
That's a fucking
with the elf. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bro.
That's a great answer. That's a great answer. A lot of people would say like Die Hard and fucking Home Alone, but dude, Bad Santa's the best one by far.
Oh yeah. Definitely captures the depression of all the seasons. That dude was miserable.
He's smashing the bartender chick in the rich person's house while the kids getting sandwiches.
With like a fat kid, and he ate all his chocolate, and then he put like candy corn.
Aspirin. He puts an aspirin in the fucking. All right, number 3. Here you go. If you, what is something you can't help but spend money on?
It's about to be tattoos. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I got one. Now I'm kind of addicted. I've just been on my mind. It's gonna be tattoos. It's gonna be an issue for
tattoos.
Me.
That's about to be a problem.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're gonna look like TJ Chang. Do you know who TJ Chang is?
Nah.
Look that man up. He's headlining the BKFC Thailand event December 18th. He should be on our show next week from Thailand.
Okay, I think I seen the poster. I seen a dude that was tatted. majorly tatted.
Look up. I think his name is like. I think his Instagram's like _hell_boy because his nickname's Hellboy.
Okay.
That motherfucker. There's a lot of ink, a lot of hours on that dude. It's freaking nuts. Number 4, Mike.
Number 4, worst present you've ever received.
Worst present I ever received.
I hope your girlfriend's there so that you can say like, he's like, she's like sitting there like,
good, man. She gives me my Rick and Morty stuff, and you know, I'm happy with it. I got the phone case. I can't.
Nice, nice,
oh,
very
dope.
nice.
Compliments all over.
I figured she was there. I think I see her bag in the back. You could be like, yo, that one time.
Me like, I've never wore a hat in my life till like 2 years ago, but she'll buy me like the stupidest hat every single year, and I just gotta be like, you know, put it on, stuff like that. But
you wear it, you put it on, and you walk out of the house, and you take it off in the car, and never put it back on the hat again.
I've never thought about them ever again. I'm sure my old bedroom's like full of like 30 fucking hats that I've never wore.
There you go. And the last question for you, and then we'll let you go for the evening. Ruin Christmas in 4 words.
Ruin Christmas in 4 words. That's funny. That's funny.
We came up with some good ones before the show, but we don't want to influence your answer here.
Okay. Ruin Christmas in 4 words. For my family?
For anyone.
This is your answer, my friend.
Gotta ruin that shit. You walk up to someone and you say, boo, and that's it. Christmas is ruined.
Oh my God. I don't know. I know, like, I could ruin Christmas just by bringing alcohol. You know what I mean? Like, I've had a few instances like that. I'm trying to think. I can't think enough off the top of
Jordan's about to get drunk. That's
Unc is here. I got 3 words. Unc is here. Let's get it. I always terrorize my nephew. I gotta make him a man. That's up.
Kyle, what would you do to ruin Christmas in 4 words? Go ahead, tell him.
Oh, in my house?
Oh yeah.
Santa Claus is fake.
What did Tony Soto say? I missed that. I want to hear
Santa Claus. We didn't ask him these questions.
I told him he should spell it out just in case we have any kids that are watching. You know, say FAKE. You know, kids can't spell and shit.
I was like, dude, you could ruin a kid's Christmas. I don't remember what age I was when I found out that Santa. My kids are sleeping in the other room.
I know they're very close,
but they're fucking close, dude.
Yeah, so they could hear shit.
I don't know. Like I'm probably like, I'm still single, dude. I'm like 7, 8 years old, right? 7 years old. And my brother's outside at the burn barrel where my dad used to burn all the Christmas all the Christmas paper, and he's like got the fire going. He's like poking it with a stick. And my brother's out there and he's like 10 or 11 or whatever, and he's like pissed off because he didn't fucking get something. And my dad goes, you know something? Everything you got in there was from me and your mother. Fucking Santa's not real. So fucking knock it off. And Ryan was just like, oh, what? Came in the house crying, dude.
I was upset. I remember like
you were collateral damage.
Didn't think my parents could lie to me. That was the first time I really caught them up in a lie, and I was kind of disappointed. Maybe lose trust and everything.
Be like,
I found out really weird.
Lying to me for 10 years.
Yeah, like for 10 years. Like what else? You know what I mean? What else? Is broccoli really good for you? You just like me? You like me? Shit, I don't like.
Where are all my teeth, Mom?
Yeah, they just fall out.
Yeah.
What have you really been doing?
She keeping them in her drawer.
Yeah. Would you put on my teeth, Tooth Fairy?
My parents just told me one day, like straight up, I was outside and they said, Michael, come inside. So I'm like, all right. So I go inside and they were like, hey, Santa isn't real. And I was like, what? And they were like, Santa isn't real. I was like, I think I kind of knew that, but you know what I mean? Like I kind of like was a little surprised, but then I'm like, but why did you tell me? I think it's just because they just didn't have money. You know what I mean? So they knew like, yo, here, we're bracing you right now. Christmas is going to suck. This year.
Blame it all on Santa.
Yeah, you're not getting shit. We're just letting you know that you've been okay, but you ain't getting shit. So
yeah, we put in a good word for you, but he ain't having it.
Dude, that's awesome. So hey, let's go ahead and let you shout some people out. Thank whoever you want to thank and give us a once and for all prediction for your December 9th fight. And what we do for all of our fighters is we always ask for sponsors and we put them in the thing. And this guy who has all this fucking personality, he has a 2-0 record. He's about to go in there for a 3-0 record. Let's get some goddamn sponsors on this man right here. He needs more tattoos.
Sponsors.
Yeah, he needs more tattoos. He needs to keep training. So let's get him fucking sponsors. But before we let you go ahead, thank some people, shout some people out.
I'd like to thank Lorenzo. Obviously, he's been putting a lot of time with me. I've made a lot of progression with him. A lot of things that I've carried on that I don't need him because he told me. You know what I mean? Like, I can almost correct myself now and fix my own mistakes, which is, I mean, more than I can ever ask. I'd also like to thank Joshua Sykes, my teammate, obviously, for being just a disciplined, dedicated individual. You know what I mean? It's hard to come across people. He's actually my roommate, you know, so things like that, you know what I mean? Having somebody around that helps. I'd also like to thank Kevin Smith, my manager, for getting me, you know what I mean, decent fights. He got me on here, you know, with y'all. That's always awesome.
Yeah. We appreciate you coming on here.
I enjoyed being here. It was pretty funny watching Tony Soto. That right there, he's a trip. He's a trip. He's a funny dude.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, we might have to make him a regular like weekly stop in, because that dude's full of fucking character. He's fucking hilarious, man. Yeah, Travis Thompson, if you're letting your daughter watch this show, like, maybe you should second guess that anyway. Besides breaking some bad news to children, we say some shit on this show.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot more to explain than that.
Yeah. Speaking of Tony Soto, someone's got to wash his mouth out with soap.
That cocksucker.
That fucking green-haired lizard-looking cocksucker. Oh man, that shit was funny. All right, Jordan, thank you so much for coming on.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to you and Lorenzo and Josh. Good luck to Josh as well on December 9th. You guys go out there and kill it. Have a good time.
Yes, sir. Oh, the fight prediction. I predict. I predict I'll end the fight in the first round.
Woo! There you go. First round stoppage via brutal fucking life ender.
Savage.
All right, man. Thanks for coming on. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. Have a good time.
Take it easy.
Due to face buster opener.
Due to life-ending fucking overhand. Yeah, man. There he is. Look at that jawline. God damn. He's like fucking the next Tom Brady. We should slap some sponsors on this guy.
All right, let's take this down. Start making us look bad.
Yeah. Right. Hey, I just texted Hannah. She said she'd be ready right around 10 o'clock. She was training. So
nice training. That's good, right? If someone's training before a fight, that's always a good sign.
Yeah. Training for a fight is always a good idea.
We don't like people to not train. We don't like people to fight who never fought against people who fight all the time. And we definitely don't like people to fight at 165 when they weigh 185 pounds. So that
right. How about this? Joe Ivy says, I hope his daughter missed Mish passing the dog tags through his
We'll cut that out. We'll send it. Actually, you already cut it out, so we'll send it.
I put it on the old TikTok. Our TikTok. I started that TikTok. We only have 5 videos right now. We're really slacking on that thing. Hey, Mike, is your clock broken behind you?
Maybe. Yeah, it looks like it. And you know what? It's probably the goddamn kids did something to it. Yeah. I'm guessing. Because I just set that shit.
You got them Costco batteries in there?
Maybe. But they come up and they pull on it. They climb up there and they pull on. You think this shit looks like this all the time when I come in here? I gotta straighten shit out because they freaking hang from the rafters in here. They fucking climb up. Bristol be up here knocking shit over. She's probably grabbing those and spinning them around. One day I came in and it was like bent facing out. You know what I'm saying? Like the fucking minute hand was all bent out. Yep, that's what happens.
Yeah, man. Tony
might be broken.
I'll tell you right now. That kid Jordan Nash is cool as hell, man. I'm glad we got him on here. That was a good interview. I like his attitude. I like his dedication to the sport for sure. That kid's putting in a lot of time and effort. And if he's 24 years old and he doesn't do anything but train, good Lord, man. Sky's the limit for a kid like that.
Yeah, he seems like a really, really, really cool guy. He's got some really good people around him, which is great. He's training partner, coach. I mean, his coach is a damn champ. His coach is a fucking champ, man.
He's a world champion. He's a world champ, and he also has one of the hardest working managers in the world.
Yep, Kevin Smith just turned 81 yesterday. Happy birthday, Kevin.
Joe Ivy says she would like to recommend trumpets for the announcement of Stunod.
Trumpets?
We should get a little.
We could put some. We'll put some music on. We could put some music. Originally I just wanted to say random shit when it happened. Yeah,
let's try it right now. All right, I'm gonna ready on 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna bring it up and you say something. Here we go.
Hey, don't put that in the fucking toilet, you stunod.
I like the one you said something about the stove. Try it again.
Oh, don't touch that. You know that fucking stove is hot. You stunod. Hey, get off my lawn, you stunod.
Dude, when we were driving down through Mississippi, we're driving down through Biloxi, and Mike is like 5 seasons deep into Sopranos at this point. So he's like really fucking stunning it up. And he's like talking about the roads down there. Shit. And he went off on this tangent about, they don't know how to fucking label goddamn roads around here, but they don't forget to put a Biloxi sign on every fucking street corner to remind them. And he's like, and then we drive by the Coliseum, they don't have a BKFC thing up.
Oh yeah.
And you did the
that's right.
I
think I have it right here.
Do you have it? Pull it up, man.
You would think
so good.
They would be advertising this shit on like a billboard around here or something,
Maybe at the Coliseum, but it has a gigantic sign that doesn't say anything about what's happening tonight. Because it's run by a fucking Stunod.
Fucking Stunod.
I'll fucking give him one of these. You want one of these? You forgot to put the BKFC 20 fucking thing on the sign, you freaking Stunod. I'll give you a fucking slap across the mouth. You like that? And now you're fired. And go find something to do. Or fucking go sell gabagool at the fucking deli, you piece of shit.
Dude, every time I laugh my fucking ass off because
sometimes I get on a roll.
A lot
of record me all
a
the
lot
time.
Of our car rides are very similar to that, dude. It's fucking hilarious to me.
Yeah. That's funny that you were mentioning it because I was breezing through some of my files as you were talking, and there it was. And you know what I named that? Stunod. That video was named Stunod. I give you a smack across the mouth. Huh? How do you like that? Now you make a gabagoo sandwich at the deli, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's the guy who runs the sign. The guy who runs the sign is a moron.
Is a
excuse me, you have something going on in like 3 or 4 hours, but on the sign it's talking about Emerald Lagasse's fucking live cooking show that's next fucking week. Who gives a shit about that? Tonight is the fight. Do you want to advertise it? You want to make money? Put it on the sign. Jesus.
Oh God. Mike,
I don't understand that. What is that?
He wants to go on a road trip with you, Mike.
Go. Come on. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm up for it. Road trips all around. Road trip. You get a road trip and you get a road trip. Everybody gets a road trip.
What about the horse and carriages on the way to Belfast? That's right, man. We drove through Amish country out there. That shit was great.
There was some guy in a friggin' horse and buggy, and I just don't understand. Like, how can you listen? The second I get in a horse and buggy, start riding down the road, and a car passes me, I'd be like, "All right, I'm out of here. I gotta get the fuck out of this thing." Like, how can you see all these people? Like, I gotta go to the store, and you see people leave. They go by you, and then they come back, and they got all their shit, and you're still fucking. And you're going down the fucking road all slow, and you're like, it's just going to take me another like 5 hours to get where every single person that's passed me
has already been done
somebody to get you for like shit. You don't have to ride in a car, but you can ask somebody with a car to go get you something, right?
Yeah.
Jeez. I give those people a lot of credit, man, because I'll tell you, I would never be able to do that shit. No way. I'm not churning no butter. I'm not fucking making wood shit.
Churning? Yeah.
I ain't teaching my fucking younger brother shit. No way.
Hey, I got up early this morning, so I took the liberty of milking your cow.
Yeah.
It took a little while to get her going, but once she did, she wasn't stopping. We don't have a cow. We have a bull.
Yeah, I'm all set with all that. I don't know how they do that. Credit to them.
Look at Tony
Lots of
says,
credit.
Tony says we did the whole tour, came back, and he was still at the store.
Yeah, the dude was still fucking there. It took a long time. Takes a long time.
Oh man, she says. Meanwhile, these two not. Wait a minute, are the
excuse me, they don't have internet.
Yeah, we have a Mish fan base. Okay, that's enough.
Yeah, Mish fan base. Yeah, Kyle A. Mish.
And Kyle A. Mish fan base.
That's right.
I messaged, dude. I shot her the invite.
She said she's gonna be coming up in here.
Yeah, she says she received it.
She said she's gonna put you in a goddamn triangle and choke your ass out for talking bad about the Amish.
Well, did you know that Hannah's name spelled backwards is Hannah?
Yeah. Wow.
It's one of those things. What are those called?
Hannah Yug.
No, what the hell is that thing called? Where it's like race car, backwards and forwards.
An aneurysm.
A fucking aneurysm. I don't think that's what it's called, but I know it starts with an A though. It's Amish. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a fucking aneurysm, he says.
Because I couldn't remember what it was, so I said it's a palindrome.
Palindrome. Thank you, Joe.
Palindrome. We're learning
them. You know those Canadians. They know their words.
So yeah, that's Joe. Palindrome. See,
a palindrome.
No, it's called an aneurysm. We all know it.
I just tried to give her a compliment, and then all of a sudden she corrects herself because she spelt it wrong.
Wow.
This fucking shit. Dude, so last night when we were talking about Christmas songs and how fucking I actually called Unlocking the Cage and talked to Jimmy today. They were talking about how Jimmy Smith's talking about how 99% of Christmas songs are fucking hot garbage. They're absolute trash, and he really hates them. Yep, hates them. So I call in and I said, I said, Jimmy, well, I said I agree with a lot of them. I can't stand a lot of them, but I do like some of them. But I did say, I hate more than any fucking Christmas song is the Mariah Carey "All I Want for Christmas."
Yeah, you said that yesterday.
I fucking hate it, right? Mm-hmm. And I told Jimmy on the show today that I will divorce my wife over that song. When I get divorced, the reason behind it will be something to do with Mariah Carey's Christmas song. So I come downstairs from taking a shower tonight. I go downstairs. She's on the couch with the boys, and she has a show on the TV. And I'm like, what are you guys watching? And they're like, shh, just watch.
Mariah Carey's Christmas?
Oh, motherfucker.
Right?
I'm like, what is this? I'm like, who's this? Who's this girl? Why? Like, they're like, yeah, she lost her dog and she needs to find her dog. I'm like, well, what's the name of the show? They're like, just watch. They don't want to tell me. All of a sudden, I was like, is this this is that show that
I was telling you, yeah.
Oh, I'm like, they made me watch that shit. And she fucking filmed me in disgust on the couch and put it on her fucking Instagram or whatever.
It's about her getting a dog. I don't even know
about her dog or her stupid dog. I told my kids, I told her and the kids on the couch, I said, you know why the fucking dog ran away? Because the song sucks. And the dog is sick of fucking hearing it just as much as I am. And the dog bounced. And the stupid girl keeps singing this song.
It's one successful Christmas song. I could tell you that.
You know what? Song.
Mariah Carey was like, basically, she's fallen out of existence, right? If she didn't make that song back then, by now we'd have all pretty much forgotten about her, like other than listening to like the 90s station on Sirius. But now, yes,
because of this, but she's
a Christmas person. Like she comes out for every Christmas.
She's had a #1 track on the Billboard Top 100 in like 5 straight decades because of that song.
She's
fucking Stunod.
Yeah.
And all you Stunods that love that song too.
But imagine she's got all these hits. She has all these hits, but her biggest hit is that fucking Christmas song now. And it brings her out. Like she now has a Christmas special and she's on shows because of that fucking Christmas song.
What's your favorite Christmas song, Mike?
Last Christmas.
By Wham? Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
Yeah, I'm a big 80s guy and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I love that type of shit. I like that song. That's a good one. And I also like the Beatles. How's it go? The Beatles Christmas song.
I don't remember.
It's pretty
If
good.
I hear it,
Some of them are really good.
What about like Christmas in the Ghetto by Master P and C Murder?
Yeah.
Where they rap about cooking extra crack during the holidays and slinging it so they can get Christmas presents. That's a good one. Oh man, Hall and Oates Christmas. Mike Kanowski says, "What about Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC?" What about that? It's Christmas time.
Yeah,
in Hollis,
Queens.
Mom's cooking chicken
and collard greens. Yeah,
yeah.
I got a little clip right here. I don't know what's going on with Hannah, but I do have this clip. Behind the scenes clip, never played before. I don't know if Travis Thompson's watching right now, but Travis Thompson and David Feldman. I have a little clip from New York that I never pulled out. So check it out after the interview with David Feldman in BKFC New York. Travis Thompson was there and he took the mic and this is what happened. So let's check it out.
To know that one of your fighters can kick your ass.
None of my fighters can kick my ass.
Yeah, because I'm not your fider.
Did you say 4'11"?
Listen, don't make me kick your ass. If I kick your ass, all I gotta do is do this. That's how short you are.
Oh man. Well, okay.
I've been fucking you up all day long.
That was fucking great, man. Yeah, that was awesome. Those guys are funny together. They've known each other for years. And Feldman used to help train him back in the day, I guess, when he was first starting off. So the story behind that is I was interviewing David Feldman after the New York event. And as soon as we wrapped up the interview,
if you listen during the interview, you'll hear screaming like 4 different times, like really loud. And it's because Travis Thompson, there was all these girls like going, screaming for him.
Yeah, behind us, or no, behind Mike. Mike had the camera. It was happening right in front of us. I think he was trying to rev these girls up to fucking interrupt Feldman's interview was what it was really coming down to. And then like as soon as I was like, and thank you for giving me a little bit of your time, and we stopped, he came over and snatched that mic from me. He was like, now you got to do one more interview. He's like, how do you feel about having a fighter on your roster that could kick your ass? It was funny, man. It was a spur of the moment thing.
I got a lot of little nuggets like that. I have so much footage that I go through, and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot about this. I forgot about that. I forgot to do this. I forgot to do that. Like it's just we just keep rolling. We keep rolling. So all this shit, all this stuff. So what's the deal? Are we
I don't know, man.
Are we getting stood up? She said she was going to come on. Now she's not going to come on, or I don't see her in there. Where is she?
I don't know. We'll give her a few more minutes. We'll keep talking shit for a few more minutes. She said she'd be ready at 10, but it's 10:23 right now.
10:23.
It's 10:23. We got to go to work in the morning, Kyle, you need a little Christmas tree in the back. You're right. You know what I mean? At one point, I used to be, one of those upside down Christmas trees when you lift a lot of weights. But now I'm like if you turn the Christmas tree upside down,
you're that way.
That end is on the bottom.
You got a big ass now.
Yeah. Now I got the fucking the bottom side Christmas tree. I'm a fucking fat boy.
Kyle got that big ass now.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. Did you guys end up wrapping up that fucking project or no?
We're pretty much done. I'll be coming back to work. Looking forward to it. I got a bunch of shit to do.
Bring a change of clothes tomorrow and come have a beer afterwards.
I'm gonna do that.
We're gonna do that. Shout out to my girl Lisa, my partner in crime. Her last day of work is tomorrow. She's a 33-year veteran in the Army. She is finishing up her time as a full-time employee there. And she will have like one more drill, and then she is done out of the military.
I'm jealous. Holy
goddamn, shit. Am I jealous too, man? She fucking, hey, just got done training. Give me a sec. I'm okay. She just got done training. Okay.
So we got a card coming up on Thursday that Hannah's fighting on. She will be fighting Taylor Starling, who we all know and love.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, we're going to have to talk about this. A lot of people are hating. They ain't giving Hannah Guy any chance at all. Lots of people in the comments commenting.
I don't think that these people have looked into her at all. She is a legit badass, and she has some pretty recognizable names on her fucking
She does.
on her hit list. So we will absolutely talk to her about that in a minute. I don't think people are aware of some of the people that she has beaten in the MMA world.
Yeah.
So,
And
very impressive. And to take a fight against, you know what I mean? Like to take a fight against Taylor Starling, who the BKFC is like grooming to be their next fucking poster child. We love Taylor too. It is a big freaking check mark for Hannah Guy to take this fight on like 2 weeks notice against somebody like Taylor. Taylor's a bad girl.
You know what one of my beefs is with this? When I look around, and I try hard to not comment on Facebook and social media because I try to be unbiased. I don't want to say a whole bunch of shit and fucking get into arguments with people. But I see a lot of this like, okay, yes, this is going to be Hannah Guy's first fight. And I know she's a grappler first and foremost. And yes, we know Taylor Starling. She fought twice, right? She fought twice and she won twice. Okay. But here's the thing, and people are going to start, oh my God, I can't believe this person is fighting. Why don't you give her somebody that's a debut or this and that? It's like, guys, there's a lot of 1-0 fighters that people are like, holy shit, like 1-0, like Taylor Starling. I'm not taking anything away from her. She's had 2 good wins, great wins, fight of the year, and an awesome quick TKO. But she's got 2 fights. I mean, 2. You can 1, 2. That's it. Bare knuckle. That's it. She doesn't have 15 fights. She doesn't have 5 fights. She has 2 fights. So like all this crazy talk when people are like, oh, all these people are gonna fight. Oh, like as if like you're dropping somebody that just is about to fight in welterweight in UFC, and you're gonna have them fight Kamaru Usman first fight. Like, no, that's not going to happen. Like, it's not even close to that. It drives me crazy. I don't understand what it is. Like, do people not know we got 1-0 and 2-0? So what do you want to fight? They got to fight 1-0s and 2-0s to 0-0s. What are they going to fight?
Right.
Or 0-1s?
Dude,
I'm getting crazy. I'm slapping
what cracks me up, Mike, is that you guys put together the bare knuckle committee, which is awesome. You have a group of MMA media, bare knuckle media that wanted to get their heads together and make a ranking system for people to be like, oh, these guys are really good. You can look at them. Dude, how many times do you guys get messages from people that, how the fuck can you put fucking Pearl Gonzalez above Rachel Ostovich? Well, they're both 1-0, and we based it on their fucking competition. Well, now Pearl's 1-1, and you're like, you put out the new top 5, and Pearl's outside the top 5 with a 1-1 record, and you're like, how the fuck can you have so and so over her? She's only 1-0.
It's like, all right, it's fine. Go. That's fine. If that's what you think, that's fine.
Like, dude, what Mike is trying to tell you is it's 1 fight, 2 fights, 3 fights. It's not fucking 6. It's not 10. You know what I mean? Like they're only a fight away from each other, for real.
Right. Really a lot of things are interchangeable. A lot of people voted the other way. More than half voted one way. So that's why it is what it is. There's a vote. Yeah, it's tough. It's not easy. And yeah, people do get a little carried away, but they don't realize like this is a brand new sport. We are at BKFC 22 plus Knuckle Mania and some fight nights. And that's it. That's it. We just started this thing. It's the brandy new. Right. And I love it.
They're getting ready to enter their 4th year in existence, right? Pretty soon. I don't know what the date of BKFC 1 was, but it was in 2018. We're about to get into 2022. There was only 22 pay-per-views so far. 23 if you add bare knuckle.
It probably could have been a lot more.
Oh no, they have fight nights now. So I don't know, like how many they got now? Like probably
they've had what 3 fight nights, I think.
Yeah, like if you include Knuckle
Mania. They've had 3 fight nights in a Knuckle Mania, so I think there's 25.
25.
And some total lines. 3 total lines.
And 3 total lines. So easy, guys.
Right. Take it easy, will you?
Easy, yeah. A lot of people aren't giving Hannah much of a chance. She has a very impressive resume. She's a tough girl. We just talked to Jordan Nash, and she's a grappler. She's a jiu-jitsu girl. What did he just tell us about techniques in wrestling and jiu-jitsu that he uses in the bare knuckle world that really help him with the clinch and the duck unders and whatnot? It's like he made so much sense with that shit.
Right.
And you don't have to be the most powerful fucking puncher in the world to beat somebody in bare knuckle. You could pick them apart. Look at John Chalbeck. Not taking anything away from his power, because he has power, but he's not a knockout artist. He is a fucking technical wizard. And he goes in there and he only throws punches when he's going to place them. And he does. You know what I mean? It's like you use.
And now he's 1-1, Kyle.
And now he's 1-1, and everybody
should be 2-0. But guess what?
He should absolutely be 2-0 for real. But he's 1-1. You guys ranked him number 1 at 145, and everyone's like, he's 1-1.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. He fought a goddamn King Kong in his last fight. It's that motherfucker. Pellerano was significantly bigger than him. It was insane, the size difference in that fight, and Chalbeck picked him apart. And I don't know how he got the L in that, but there was some hometown bias, I think.
So, to go back to BKFC 1, it was June 2nd, 2018 is what I have. Yeah. Hopefully that was right.
Right. So halfway into next year, they'll hit 4 years in existence. It's really amazing.
With 2 COVID years too.
With 2 COVID years. That's right. And they were the only other fight organization, worldwide televised other than the superpower UFC. They never canceled an event and they never fucking stopped. They kept moving forward. Even Bellator and PFL and those guys, they put everything on hold for a while until they figured shit out. UFC had the billions of dollars to make a couple bubbles here and there and keep it going. And what these guys do, they just fucking kept it in Florida, kept it in arenas that they could put a 50% crowd into, and kept the fucking ball rolling, man. It's really impressive, and it's really awesome, man. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. I can't wait for that Lane Harris fight. I really, dude, when I saw that announced, I was like, yo, this is going to be awesome. I do think it's a little, I mean, it's like I was just saying, it's hard because there's not as many people fighting. Some people can't fight, they're injured or they're doing something else. A lot of people bounce back and forth. They go to MMA and then all of a sudden they're doing a grappling match and then they're over here doing bare knuckle and then they get injured and they can't fight for a while. Like, so it's hard to but I didn't think that Julian Lane was going to be a part of the scene, when it came to fighting for the belt at this weight class because of the losses recently. Right. I mean, I guess he did win and then he lost, but I feel like that loss now, he's going into this fight. And like we said earlier with Joe Elmore, I feel like it's been forever since we've seen Joe Elmore fight. It has been so long. The last time he fought was Leonard Garcia. Leonard Garcia was BKFC 16.
The loss, his last fight, Julian's fought a few times at 175 now, right? So he beat Boswick at 175. He lost to
Dave Rickles.
Rickles at 175.
Just recently.
Yeah, you're right. And so he's dropping down to 165 and getting himself in a title eliminator tournament, which is interesting. Yeah, man, it's like you never know what's going on behind the scenes. The thing is, Let Me Bang, Julian Lane.
Yeah.
Whether he has a shitty record or not, he puts on a fucking war every time he goes out. And he is a name. You know what I mean? A lot of people know him from his tough time in the Tough House, his infamous episode.
I know. Imagine that one time he did that and they were like, that stuck with him forever.
And to the point where he is like known as Let Me Bang Bro now. And he got that shit tattooed on his ribs the other day.
He uses it all the time.
He got this big ass thing and he introduces himself. He was Hellboy for a while. He was had a couple other nicknames. And now he did an interview. He did a thing the other day. He was like, "Hey, this is Julian. Let me bang Lane." So I'm guessing he's just rolling with that nickname now, which is a smart move. Just fucking trademark that shit and make you Julian. Let me bang Lane. Fuck it.
Yep, let me bang, bro.
What do you think about Tony Soto versus Julian Lane? How about that one?
Tony Soto versus Julian Lane, huh?
Yeah. What do you think about that one?
Tony Soto versus Julian Lane, 165.
Right. Our boy Tony's going 155, though. He says he's sticking around down there. So,
yeah, which for him, I was thinking that he was going to end up fighting because he wanted to fight Tom Schoaf.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he got his win. So who would he fight next? He might end up fighting in 2 fights, end up fighting Tom Schoaf. That's where I would see. I think that would be a good fight, to be honest. And I know Tom Schoaf's got, he's got a bunch of fights, but I feel like with Tony, he's got his boxing experience. He seems very patient in there. He's not just coming in and like swinging like crazy. And that's what I like to see, the different styles and how they work. And I do think like patience, like Caleb Harris. I feel like his last fight when he, I just feel like he's very composed. The way he was just picking his shots and just fucking just landing like very hard, quick shots. He's sharp against a good boxer too.
Right. He's a very sharp individual in there. And like you said, he's going up against a guy who's just a fucking madman in there. So it's going to be a really interesting contrast in styles that could make for a real fucking awesome fight for sure. You think that one goes all 5?
Oh, that's tough. You know why? Because Julian Lane is like very we talked about earlier. Julian Lane is going to come in there and be super aggressive because that's what he does. He's going to come forward and he's going to be super aggressive. So he's either going to wear out Harris and he's going to be like, fuck, like I just can't, it's just too much. And we'll be able to figure that out after a short time because you will be, I feel like we'll be able to tell, like, is it wearing him down or not? Because if he's able to kind of like just hold on in the clinch and stop Lane from fucking just coming in and just being crazy, and he's able to like stay on the outside and pick his shots and move out of the way, it's going to be Lane kind of just runs in. He's a wild man. So I feel like he's going to leave himself open for some shots. So I don't know. I don't think it'll go the distance. I don't. I feel like it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, we love watching Julian in the ring, but he has shown that he can be dropped.
And he gets wild and wide open.
And he can gas himself out too. I don't know what kind of shape he looks like. He's in the best shape of his damn life. That dude is fucking.
Fuck.
Yeah,
that shit made me tired.
Right. He looks like he's got a gas tank now, and he can fucking go. But yeah, it's a very interesting main event. I wonder what the rest of the card's gonna look like. It's right in January. Do we know the rest of the card right now? Can we look at it? No, nothing.
No.
Because
no, we do not know because it's way too early for that. Speaking on,
Joe Ivy says his new tattoo sucks though. Just saying, I got to tell you, it's hard to read. It is. It's very. Once you know what it says, like if you went up to any person on the street and like stood 15 feet away from him and staring at his ribs, they probably wouldn't know what it said on his ribs. You got to get kind of up there. I can agree with that. But events, I'm pulling up right now. Events. Mike just fell off. It's just me, guys. Oh boy, what did Mikey do? Did his fucking computer shut off? You got Game Bread 3 coming up on December 17th.
Hey, what happened?
Mike, what'd you do?
I don't know. It's the first time I've ever fell out of there like that.
What are you, a stupid idiot?
Stunod.
What are you, a fucking Stunod?
I think my computer's getting sick of waiting. That's what I think is happening here.
Oh,
they're about to say cheers and take off.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I think
she said she's coming. She's
about to go like this. Salute. We out.
We're gonna give her a few more minutes.
It's been about 39 minutes.
Yeah, 39. All right.
We're dragging on and on and on, and I don't like it.
Yeah. Stop yelling at me.
I don't like it. I don't like sitting here dragging on and on. I think it's time to fucking cut the show and call it a night.
Yep. All right. Keep talking for a second. You know what? Hey, anybody who's in the comments that has a little insight on this January card.
There's no other fights on there.
Want to throw some names out there. You don't have to tell us who they're fighting or anything, but you know what I mean? Let us know. Who's on this card?
There is nobody. Listen, that card is like 2 months out, Kyle. You should know by now that you ain't getting no fucking more than one. We're lucky we got one fight on that card right now. That shit ain't gonna be released until at least mid-January. We're gonna find out for some more fights. That they've been. I have to give it to them. They've been a little bit better lately. I know with like the Omaha card, and Montana, they released all the fights like a month ahead of time. I remember, but.
Yeah,
the fights for this card, I thought that there would be at least one more fight on this card, but I think there's 11 fights, which is nice. I have them all queued up over here. I could bring them up. We got a whole bunch of them. So we've already gone. We've seen Sykes Stripling. We got Riley Carson. We have Josh Sanchez, heavyweight. So versus Brian Cromer or Krumer. Dave Mundell, who we have also talked to, and Stanislav Grosu, which I know nothing about. I am not afraid to admit that. Here's a good one right here. Delaney Bailey, Jenny Savage. Jenny Savage.
Oh,
doesn't like
Jenny
Kyle.
Savage. Oh, by the way,
Jenny Savage doesn't
Jenny
like Kyle
Savage
anymore.
was one of the people.
Kyle.
Since Hannah's not on here, I was going to talk to her about it. We were going to talk to her about it. She has a victory over Jenny Savage in MMA. Hannah Guy does. And also beat Valerie Lareda, who was, Bellator was like grooming to be their fucking poster child as well. So, you know what? A week ago or like 2 weeks ago, Jared Warren or... It was Jared Warren or Scott O'Shawn. It was one of the 185ers posted a picture of Isaac Doolittle, and it said, "I love it when a plan comes together." Right, and it was like him with his feet up and his hands like this, and it had a picture of Isaac Doolittle. I think it was Jared Warren that posted that. I wonder if that's a fight that we could see on. Yeah, it's all right. I told Hannah we're gonna call it a night. We'll reschedule, and she said, "I'm so sorry. Training went a little later than normal tonight. We're just heading home now." So, yeah, it's and you know what? That's the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, 6 degrees of separation shit. Jenny Savage, MMA math. You know what I mean?
Yep.
MMA math. Hannah Guy beat Jenny Savage. Jenny Savage beat Taylor Starling. So, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
But she didn't.
Huh?
Jenny Savage did not beat Taylor. Oh, in MMA. Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
That's right.
She beat Taylor.
She did in MMA. Yeah.
In MMA.
You're right.
Hannah beat Jenny.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
MMA math. You know what I mean? The casual would say, "Oh, she beat Jenny Savage, so Jenny Savage beat Taylor Starling. She's gonna beat Taylor Starling."
That's right. I forgot all about that.
She's gonna beat Taylor. You know what I mean?
Yes. It must happen now. That's it.
Yeah, it must happen. All right, guys. Thank you guys all for coming on. Do we have anything scheduled for next week yet? I don't know if we do.
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. But you know us, we're always going to pull some guests. I do know that our boy over in Thailand, who is headlining the BKFC Thailand event, hit me up today. I wish I could play some of his voicemails. I mean, his voice messages are so fucking goddamn funny. He's like, hey, bro. So as you know, I'm headlining this fucking main event against that cunt. that fucking tease bag or whatever he calls it, cringe bag. He goes, I'm gonna fuck him up this time. So I think, hey, what do you say we do an interview? It's like, so I hit him up, and he's gonna come on next week sometime. Dude's fucking hysterical. You know, that'll be a good time. So either Wednesday or Thursday, we'll get him on. So that'll be one of our guests. TJ Chang, Hellboy himself, will come back on again and talk a little bit about this upcoming event. Maybe he could preview a few of them other fighters that we don't know on that card. Maybe if he knows a few of them, he can be like, yeah, keep an eye on this one, keep an eye on that one. But other than that, you know, we appreciate you guys. Thank you to Tony Soto and Jordan Nash for giving us 2 great interviews. Those guys are funny characters, man. We appreciate you guys coming on. And we will talk to you next week. What do you say, Mike?
I say peace.
Peace.